Hi there. It's February 18th, Sunday, and it's time for Proverbs 18. Let's jump into it and see where we go. Contrasting the good, upright and the wicked. It always says that in the New American Standard Version, you know. Okay, 18:1. People who do not get along with others are interested only in themselves. They will disagree with what everyone else knows is right. Right? Yeah, here. One who separates himself seeks his own desire. They call that narcissism nowadays, you know. They've given it a name after some ancient person who saw his reflection in the water and in a pond and fell in love with himself and couldn't leave the pond because he couldn't leave his reflection. So that's carried on to a psychological term they call narcissism now, and everybody thinks it's weird. We all know somebody like that. I'm not going to highlight that. Verse 2, a fool does not care whether he understands a thing or not. All he wants to do is show how smart he is. We know people like that too, don't we? Sin and shame go together. Lose your honor, and you will get scorn in its place. Okay, let's highlight that. Lose your honor, and you will get scorn in its place. When a wicked person comes, contempt also comes, and with dishonor comes taunting. Scorn, taunting, right? Some people have lost their honor, huh? And they sinned and shamed and knocked off their pedestal. A person's words can be a source of wisdom, deep as the ocean, fresh as a flowing stream. Get that? A person's words. Listen to the right people, of course. It's not right to favor the guilty and keep the innocent from receiving justice. Right. You know, all this stuff is going on right now. Just crazy. And it's easy to see. I mean, they're not even hiding it. It's just blatant right now. So you know you're getting towards the end here. Getting towards the end. When some fool starts an argument, he's asking for a beating. Oh, yeah. Right. 7. When a fool speaks, he is ruining himself. He gets caught in the trap of his own words. Some fools do. This one, you know, I harp on this all the time. Gossip is so tasty how we love to swallow it. The Lord hates gossip. Over in the Word for Word, it says the words of a gossiper are like dainty morsels and they go down into the innermost parts of the body. Okay. Gossip is nasty stuff. A lazy person is as bad as someone who is destructive. Right. The Lord is like a strong tower where the righteous can go and be safe. I like that. That's always been a good verse. Couldn't even change that much. Rich people, however, imagine that their wealth protects them like high, strong walls around a city. They kind of go together, huh? We might as well put them together. They kind of go together. Yeah, rich people think their money are going to save them, and it never does. No one is respected unless he is humble. Arrogant people are on the way to ruin. Like that. I say that a lot. Being humble is one of the overriding themes of all of Proverbs is to be humble, keep your mouth shut, hang around smart friends. 13. Listen before you answer. If you don't, you're being stupid and insulting. I've been talking about this over the last couple of days too. Form your words in your head before you say them. Say them in your head. Ask yourself, is it going to hurt this person or help this person? If it's going to hurt them, keep your mouth shut. Okay? And a lot of people don't listen before they answer, especially when they're arguing. I mean, somebody's saying something and somebody else will interrupt them, blurt out an answer. I mean, we all do it because we get so excited about, ooh, I know this. And you don't finish listening. Okay? It's hard. The whole study on James about that. You will live. Your will to live can sustain you when you are sick, but if you lose it, your last hope is gone. Right? Some people that are really sick get better because they have a will to live. Intelligent people are always eager and ready to learn. Okay? Be intelligent, be eager and ready to learn. Pretty simple, huh? Do you want to meet an important person? Take a gift and it will be easy. Yeah. People meet important people, especially in the politics. They bring gifts. Okay. What's that say over here? A person's gift makes room for him and brings him before great people. Yeah. Yeah, when somebody brings you a gift, they usually get, oh, what you got? And you bring them to the front, right? Yeah, that's a good one. The first person to speak in court always seems right until his opponent begins to question him. You notice the accuser always goes first in a court, and this person did this, and he's an awful, and he did this, and he did this, and he did this, and then the other person gets to speak, and says, and will say, I have proof that my client wasn't even there. In fact, he was on the other side of the world, and he couldn't have done this. And when somebody gets cross-examined, suddenly the stories go out the window. That's just facts right there. 18, if two powerful people are opposing each other in court, casting lots can settle the issue. I don't know. Help your relatives and they will protect you like a strong city wall. But if you quarrel with them, they will close their doors to you. Yeah, it's true. That's true. I help my relatives. I try to. And I haven't had to call on them, but I imagine if I did have to call on them, that they would be there for me. 20. You will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. Wow, that's a big one, huh? Let's see that again. You will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. What you say can preserve life or destroy it, so you must accept the consequences of your words. All right, got that? That's a good one. We were just talking about it up here. Listen before you answer. Okay? You can't unsay something. Once you've said something hurtful to somebody, that doesn't go away. No amount of apologizing or gifts is going to change that. Okay? They can forgive you, but they'll always remember the words. So don't say them. Okay? Find a wife and you find a good thing. It shows that the Lord is good to you. There you go. See? Find a wife. I can say that I have found a good thing, and the Lord is good to me. When the poor speak, they have to be polite. But when the rich answer, they are rude. Right. And we look down on people. Poor people automatically respect rich people. Because everybody wants to be rich, except people who have been rich and then they don't care anymore because they know that riches do not bring happiness, just bigger problems. And 24. Some friendships do not last, but some friends are more loyal than brothers. That's true. That's true. What's this? A person of too many friends comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Yeah. Can you have too many friends? You can't have too many friends. Okay. Find the loyal ones that are always there. Okay. I have a few friends, but they are loyal friends. Through good times and bad, they're always there. You tell the other kind of friends, as soon as times get bad, they hightail it out of there. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 18. I didn't highlight a whole lot in here. It's getting to where the stuff is second nature now, which is what we wanted. So, we highlighted 3. Sin and shame go together. Lose your honor, and you get scorn in its place. Right? How do you not lose your honor? Always tell the truth. Know when to keep your mouth shut. Basically, those 2 things will, keep your honor. Diligence. Fear the Lord. In the beginning, the first thing, fear the Lord. I highlighted 5. It's not right to favor the guilty and keep the innocent from receiving justice. We all know this, but you got to say it. You just look at any of the news, and you'll see the guilty are getting away with stuff, and the innocent are being accused and found guilty of stuff that they had nothing to do with. I highlighted 8. Gossip is so tasty, how we love to swallow it. You need to constantly be vigilant to not listen to gossip. Okay? If somebody is telling you something about somebody else, no matter what the circumstance, that's gossip. Okay? Especially if that person told this person in confidence, and now this person is telling you, even as for the guys of, help me pray for this person. No, you just betrayed their confidence, and now you're gossiping. The Lord hates that. I highlighted 10. The Lord is like a strong tower where the righteous can go and be safe. Okay? A lot of times I have gone there to be safe. Rich people, however, imagine that their wealth protects them like high walls around a city. Strong walls around a city. High, strong walls. Yeah. They'll get knocked down. I was saying a couple of days ago, almost every mansion built, these huge $20, $30, $40 million mansions, almost every one of them were built by somebody else that lost them. And somebody else came by and got them at a good deal. Okay? Very few mansions are still being lived in by the people who built them. So, yeah. They imagine their wealth protects them, but they'll lose it sooner or later. Okay? I like 12. No one is respected unless he is humble. Get that? Arrogant people are on the way to ruin. Right. Humble. Quiet. Don't toot your own horn. I highlighted 13. Listen before you answer. If you don't, you're being stupid and insulting. That's pretty plain right there. Listen. Don't interrupt. We all do it, but learn to listen to somebody before they let them finish. Okay? Because you don't know what they're going to say. And 15. Intelligent people are always eager and ready to learn. Get that? 17. The first person to speak in court always seems right until his opponent begins to question him. Right? One person will say something, and then he gets cross-examined by the other side and finds out that none of that is true. Highlighted 20, and this is a good one. You will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. What you say can preserve life or destroy it, so you must accept the consequences of your words. That's like the key verse in this whole thing. Key verse right there. You will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. Mm-hmm. No matter who you say it to. Right? Remember, you have the power to preserve life or destroy it. And you must accept the consequences of what you're saying. So, very careful with what you say. And 22, find a wife and you find a good thing. It shows that the Lord is good to you. So, there you have it. That was Proverbs 18 for February 18th. Always good stuff. Just keep doing this. And I'm just going to keep doing it until I memorized, The goal is to do it 24 times, and this is number 6. So I'm trying to use a different translation every month, backed up by an actual word for word, so that if it gets too weird, if they're somebody trying to say something in a different way and it makes no sense, you go over to the word for word and see what the actual translation is. So kind of keeps you in focus. So that's Proverbs for today. Stay tuned later for Through the Bible in 1 Year. We're still in Leviticus, reviewing all the laws, and yesterday was just, actually it's kind of gross, talking about what to do about unclean people and bodily discharges and mildew and stuff. It was very strange, but now we know it and don't have to read it again. So tune in for that. Until next time, remember, be humble, watch what you say. See you next time.